Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I hope the outdoors don't be too noisy. I got my windows down. So I think every time a car come past, it's gonna be some noise. I might need to let it up. Let me let my window up. Cause I see these cars is just gonna keep passing and passing, y'all. Oh, I'm tickling myself. So I'm just saying hey to everybody. Y'all doing good? Ooh, I feel so drained out. I feel just tired, y'all. Ooh, why? I'm like, God, is it the visions? I don't never put it on the vision, but maybe it's the vision. My daughter, she be like, Mama, it's the visions. The visions really do physically drain you out. Like, that's why it's the visions do have an effect on you physically. I never put it on the visions, though. Yeah, I'm just saying, hey, yeah, my hair look like this because I got to let it air dry so I can dye. And I still ain't dying my hair. So, I'll probably be dying to eat today or tomorrow. So, this just an air out. So I can dye, y'all. I told you I go through a whole process to try to take care of my little hair. Yeah, God already showed me my hair is going to be a different color, too. He already showed me the color and everything. And I told my daughter, I said, my hair not going to be red no more. Spoiler alert. When you prophetic, y'all, it's like a spoiler alert. And the spoiler alerts be funny to me. Because people reaction to spoiler alert. For one, some people don't even want to hear about no spoiler alert. Like, they hate spoiler alerts. So I do it to get under people's skin, y'all. I'm going to stop. I'm going to do better. But with me being prophetic, you don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, how it's going to come out. It's going to probably be a spoiler alert. And it's going to be some stuff that throw you off and shock you in the process. Yeah. So I'm just saying hey to everybody. Y'all doing good. Just smile talking. I'm going to smile talk with y'all. I got a little more time now. So I don't know what God want me to say. Spiritually, it's like God is like sounding the alarm. Like spiritually, my spirit not at rest right now. Like he's saying that everything God been telling you, all these warnings, everything is finna be in motion right now. So spiritually, I have this unrest because of everything that spiritually I already know. Everything I've been speaking over the years, it's finally coming to that point. So I was just saying, hey, I was saying that, you know, a lot of times when you build your relationship with God, he reveals his secrets. He reveals revelations. That's part of him just having that relationship with you. And that's what he do with me, y'all. That's what God do with me. You know, I did a video and I was speaking on, you know, how, you know, when I had the death of my daughter. And I'm tickling myself because it's a fear of the unknown. So I know when you speak about death, everybody just gets scared, but death is a part of this cycle. Death is a part of this cycle of life. Now, we do hope, and it's a group of us that just hope we don't die. Like, we just want to go on the rapture to be like, okay, we good, we safe. But just realistically, this cycle of life includes death, which is something that nobody talks about. But God give me the breakdown of death all the time. He says a fear of the unknown. And so I already know what come up on people when I say it. Like, I already know it's going to invoke fear. So I don't really speak on it, but God do give me the rundown, and it's no fear on me. Like, it's no fear on me. And part of, you know, my story was, you know, basically I had a daughter. And I was pregnant with this daughter. And I don't know what God, like, what my gifts, what he put in me, what he instilled in me, what he wanted me to do. But he came to me while I was still pregnant, and he told me, your daughter is not gonna live. He came to me and told me, your daughter, that daughter right there, she ain't gonna live. He was like, he told me, in order for me to experience death, I gotta deal with death. In order for me to, and he said it in a riddle, so that's why I'm saying to y'all in this riddle. He said, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. And God spoke it in a riddle. And even now, it's a riddle, and I'm trying to unravel this riddle. It's so much wrapped up in it. I don't even know what's wrapped up in it. Now, one thing I do know is because of the death of my daughter, I've been desensitized. So stuff that normal people like listen to, see, and stuff like that, I could do all that. It's not gonna have no effect on me because he already told me one of the things he did was desensitize me to all of it. So physically, I'm just desensitized. So when I see stuff, your eyes can't see what my eyes see. That's the first thing. You can't. Everybody can't. You could try now. For y'all imitators, for y'all counterfeits, for y'all fakes, you could try. But what I got going on, oh yes, you can't do this right here. But you could try though. And I'm gonna sit back in the corner and laugh at you while you try. Cause you weren't appointed to y'all peoples. They be trying to do everything you see everybody else do, but you ain't been appointed to do it though. But you still feel like you gonna get out there and you gonna try to do what you see other people do. You all way out of line to y'all peoples. So I'm just gonna sit in the corner and laugh at y'all peoples. Cause you try to do what other people do, but guess what? You ain't gonna get that same reaction. But I sit back and watch it. Watch you put on the show. I often say with your fake self. God knows, like spiritually. Y'all spiritually, these counterfeits and these fakes is a pet peeve of mine. It's like really, it really get under my skin, these fakes and these counterfeits out here. These destiny stealers. God didn't appoint you, but you think you gonna steal somebody else's destiny. Like it really do get to me, y'all. So yeah, y'all gonna see me rant every time I even think of a counterfeit or a fake. A destiny stealer. Cause you take it from God. You are illegally accessing what God said this person supposed to have, and you trying to steal and take it for yourself through illegal means, spiritually through illegal means. And yes, it has me in an uproar. But it's a righteous anger, so I'm cool. God told me to be cocky with it. He told me to be cocky with it, y'all. To get under the skin even more. He said be cocky with it because it's gonna make them even more mad. Let me stop playing with people. Let me stop playing with y'all folks. God said don't stop. He said you be as cocky as you want to be because you got the proper backing. So you got the proper spiritual backing to say whatever you want to say. However you feel like you want to say it. You can be nice if you want to be nice, but you ain't got to be nice if you don't feel like you want to be nice about it. He said you protected, so you good. You Gucci either way. This is what he telling me. But I'm just smile talking, y'all. And I'm just tickled. Yeah. So, God just said it's just this fear of the unknown. And I told you when my daughter died, God gave me this riddle. To me, it's like a riddle. Because I'm still like, okay, what this mean? Okay, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. But it is people who have lost loved ones. And because I directly lost a child, it seems like I can talk to those type of people who have lost loved ones. So people that's like need comforting from the loss of a loved one, it seems like I do have the ability to be able to reach and talk to those people. Because I know this one lady, she lost her daughter. And I don't really know that name. I know I used to work with her and she lost her daughter. And she was just fighting for her granddaughter at this point. So she lost her daughter and she's going to court trying to fight for the rights of her granddaughter. And so, I was just talking to her randomly. And then, I was like, I said something. But the fact that I brought up where I lost a daughter, she felt like I was relevant at this point. She like, oh, you lost a daughter, oh, you relevant. What you got to say now? What you got to say about this death? Like, it's like her whole perception changed when I was like, well, I did. Because I was like, I'm so desensitized, y'all. I'm so desensitized and so detached. I'm like, well, I lost a daughter, but I wasn't acting like the emotional attachment, the physical emotional attachment that people have. I don't have it. So I'm just talking normal. But I'm like, I did lose a daughter. But it seemed like when just her hearing me say I lost a daughter, it's like her ears was open at this point. So I do know that spiritually because I had a direct death. I can talk to other people that have had direct deaths, and it's just going to reach them way deeper than somebody that never experienced that level or that type of death. She's like, oh, like, I was like, yeah, I said, I had a daughter that died. And she was fighting for her granddaughter. So after you deal with this death, now you got to fight for the grandchild and just hope it be in good hands. Later on, she came back and told me that she ended up winning custody of the grandchild. So she was just going to court. So when you trying to deal and grieve your child, then you still in court, and you got to show up in court, and you got to be strong in court, because you got to fight for this grandchild. Woo! Yeah. But this is one of the person who just randomly was talking to me about, her daughter had died, and I really didn't know what to say. I'm like, I'm still desensitized, y'all. I dealt with the death of a daughter or of a child firsthand, and I'm still desensitized. I'm like, God, I don't even know what to say, because I ain't got no feeling, God. I'm numb to everything. You took everything from me physically, so I don't even know what to do right now. I'm just numb. So, I do know that. I do know if I talk to other people that have dealt with death, just because I dealt with the death of my daughter, they will listen. Other people can't talk to these people. But if I be like, look, I lost a daughter, my daughter died, everybody just like, okay, let me hear what you got to say. I do know that. So, I don't know what's all wrapped up. I do know I'm desensitized to them. So I do know whatever God got, whatever gifts he instilled in me, whatever he got me dealing with, it do deal with death, the death aspect of things to a certain degree. And I do know that I'm desensitized. So everybody can't, like, other people, it's gonna evoke fear on you. And God, he didn't come to invoke fear. So I'm not gonna just be here just freaking everybody out. Cause that wouldn't be a fruit of God. That would be a fruit of Satan. To have everybody just spooked out here. But don't play with this. Don't come this way with ulterior motives. Because if you do come this way, y'all, and I'm being very direct with this right here. If you do come this way with ulterior motives and your heart ain't right, and something is told to you, Satan is going to have his way with you and just freak you out about the situation. Like, you're going to be spooked. Like, you come this way and you think you just want to know something that's going on, and Satan is just going to get in your head. Like, I'm just telling you how he going to operate. Because your heart wasn't right when you came to a righteous one. When you came to the one walking with God, you felt like you were going to take advantage of the situation for your own personal gain. And do not let Satan do you like that. And do not let Satan send you out on his playground. This is Satan's playground right now. Do not let him do you like that. Like, do not try to taint a good person. Do not try to taint the heart of a good person. Do not come here with evil ways on something that's good and something that's pure and try to taint it and try to do personal. Like, don't try to do all that. Because you got Satan, who's way more intelligent than you. And he's sending you out to deal with people like me. And when you get through talking to me, you're going to be spooked. Yeah, so I'm sending that warning. God told me send a warning. He said send a warning, let them know. Like, yeah. So, y'all. So, what was I saying? I'm just smile talking, y'all. So, I was just saying, like, God do allow me to interact with death to a certain degree. Like, God, like everything God has created, and it's more than just you here, right? Y'all know God created more than just humans, right? Y'all know the extent. Do you see all these animals? Do you see all these plants? Do you see all these trees? So you can only imagine how many more creatures besides you that coexist and he created. You think God just stopped with us humans and said, okay, and we the only things that he created? It's way more that he got going on, y'all. Don't box God in, especially with his creation now, because he create all day, every day. Creation don't never end. Every day, all day, every day, he's going to create. That's one thing God is going to do that's not going to never end. He's never going to not create. So, he's always creating. We're not the only beings, species on this earth. And even when you deal with angels, they got their own little categories and classifications too now. So don't just be boxed in that, okay, God made me and you think he didn't make all this other stuff, and you got all these animals. Even animals of the sea that they still discovering even now. Animals they ain't never seen before in the oceans. That's just randomly popping up. They ain't never been discovered before. That we just not finding out about. So just open your mind up, y'all. God a little bigger than the box that you got up here. God a little more bigger than this little box you got now. No, it's more than you out here. And even when it comes to angels, It's more than just these regular, like, it's all levels and all types of angels. It's not just no one type of angel. It's all kind of angels that perform all kind of functions. Like, God got everything structured and in order, and he never not create. All day, every day, God is creating. It never ends. It said on the 7th day he rested. On the 7th day he rested, but other than that, them 6 days, God is creating. He's never gonna not create. It's gonna always be a new species, a new type of plant, a new type of animal, a new type of insect. Like, it's like the creation part of him. He like, I'm trying to break this down. Like, you know how somebody got OCD? Like, that's how I see when it comes to God and his creativity. Like, it's like OCD. Like, it don't never, like, it's a switch that can never be cut off. Spiritually, like, it's just a switch that can never be cut off. So, I'm just smile talking with y'all, just saying hey to everybody. I'm speaking a little bit, just a little bit, about fear of the unknown, which is a little bit dealing with death a little bit. Because it's a fear of the unknown. Because Satan likes to mess with people who has no clue of the unknown. So he just invoked this fear, but death is a part of this process. God has put me in the room. He didn't put me in the room with this spirit. I call it angel death, but the identity of this angel was never revealed to me. I was just thrown in this room, and I just sat there and I just watched. And all this thing did, this entity, all this creature feature. All this creature, it's God's creation. So I ain't gonna call it a creature, but this angel, whatever I'm calling it angel. I feel like if it ain't hearing me, it's an angel. So even if it's a fallen angel, it's an angel. So I'm just referring to everything as an angel till God tell me otherwise. So God had me in this room, and all this angel, and this was like, I'm called the angel of death. Because it had something, it dealt with death to a degree. All it did was call out names. You know how you say you got a book of life, and everybody talk about this huge book of life? It's a huge book of death. And this angel, all it do, it don't perform no other function. It's an eternity. It never stops. All it do is call out names forever and ever, eternally. That's all it do. Because I'm in the room with it. I'm in the corner, I'm watching it. It just calling out names. It had a voice of, like, I couldn't be in the room with it because in the physical in my body, it just shook me too much. Like, I couldn't stand in this room with this angel while I was calling out these names. But all it did was call out names, and if it called out your name, that means the time for death has started for you. So so my first mind, through me just having like knowledge, just this spiritual knowledge, this is the start of death. When this angel got this big old book, call out your name, this is the beginning of death. Death is not one day you walking and then you randomly get shot. Death is not one day you outside, you riding your bike, and then somebody hit you on the bike, and then you in a car accident, and then you just die. Spiritually, God was showing me the beginning of death. And the beginning of death is when this angel, who got this big book, all he do is call out names. And if your name is called, that's when the process for death starts for you. I learned this. This is just him just showing me little stuff here and there. You know, I said in my other video how, you know, death coming, you know, might say something like I interact like it's always been just normal. Like death, like it has always been normal for me. And I say that to say, one time God allowed me to go into this realm, and it seemed like it was like a waiting cell or something. It seemed like these people was waiting, but then it seemed like they was excited to have a visitor. And when I say visitor, that means somebody living, because they all were dead. And it seemed like God was in this place. So whatever place God allowed me to be in, it seemed like God himself was in this, dwelling in this place with these people. And he let me come up there, but I got this access. I got this spiritual access. And everybody know that I'm alive, but I'm allowed to be there. Everything and everybody is well understood, so don't nobody go up against God about why is she here. Now, I question it, because if I got access and I see somebody up there that's still alive, I'm like, God, what's going on with this? That means death has been called on that person. That means that person is the walking dead. If you see somebody alive and you see them in that realm, in this particular realm that God allowed me to be in, and you still here on earth, you is over there. You is not going to be around too much longer if I see you. So, God allowed me to interact in this realm, and it seemed like he was there himself. And this, I don't know what type of realm this was, because it wasn't explained to me. I just walked in and I'm just like observing as I go along. I don't have nothing telling me and breaking down this, but I know it was a room of people. All these people was dead. They was all dead, but all of them was just like kind of interacting with each other. And when they saw me, they just got so happy. You know how you have a guest at your house? Like, they were so happy. They was like, oh, hey! So I just jump in the road, y'all. I'm like, hey! But, I mean, they was just so, like, welcoming. Like, on earth, people is just not welcoming. Like, you just don't get that type of love and that type of neutral type of energy. It's like ulterior motives. I like you, but I like you for this. Like, it's not no genuine, nothing genuine about it. But in this place, everybody really had this, like, deep, unconditional love and was just like, hey! And very receptive and stuff like that. So I was just like, kind of just like, you know, interacting with the spirits that he allowed me to interact in this room. And it was a room of them, and these people right here were dead. They had already died in this place right here. And he allowed me to interact with them. They interact with me. And then when I was trying to leave, they was like, don't go. Like, they don't want you to go. I'm like, I'm finna go, y'all, bye. They were like, don't go. That's how they was. But they were very excited. I was like, woo. Y'all is happy. Y'all got some company up here. That's how I was. They was happy. Like, they want some company. Even though God up there, even though they up there, even though they interacted with each other, when they saw me, it was just like, boom, it was just like, it was a glow in the room. Like, oh, hey, how you? Like, that's how it was, y'all. With this interaction right here. So I don't know the realms that God, like, allowed me to go into. I don't know the different heavens that God allowed me to go into. People say it's 3 heavens. But if you read the book of Enoch, he said it's 10 heavens. It's not 3, it's 10. He speak on 10 different heavens. So, and Satan got access to certain parts of heaven too. Like, I know Satan got access to the 2nd heaven, because heaven got different numbers. So so Satan, he got access. And normally when they talk about him, he talk about him in the 2nd heaven. Normally they talk about him, in the 2nd heaven. But when you read the book of Enoch, it talk. Yeah, but when they talk about the book of Enoch, he speaks on 10 heavens. He speaks on 10 heavens, but you hear most people just generally say it's 3 heavens. But he specifically said in his word, in the book that he wrote, that it's 10 heavens. And a lot of those prophets actually, even though they didn't use the book of Enoch, and I know why. I know God told me why they didn't use it. It's not, it has something to do, in my opinion, with personal reasoning why. Like, it's not like, oh, let me help the people, so let me use the book of Enoch. It's like, we ain't trying to help the people, so let's not use the book of Enoch. So the book of Enoch was never really used, or never one of the verses, one of the chapters, or one of the prophets that was chosen. Even though this person had, God gave this one person all this divine revelation to, like, his creation, so to speak. So this person speak on the 10 heavens. And yeah, I'm trying to see what's coming to me. But this particular person, he speaks on only being 10 heavens as opposed to the 3 heavens. And then he just revealed all these secrets that God had told him, dealing with, like, just creation, the beginning of time, the secrets dealing and revolving around the angels at that time, the angels that ended up rebelling. Like, he talk about a whole lot. And a lot of, like, prophets and stuff, actually, even though they don't use his Bible, a lot of prophets do reference the book of Enoch. So it's credible. Because a lot of the prophets they're still in the Bible would say something about Enoch, even though I feel like they just try to take Enoch completely out the Bible. But he's referenced by chapters that actually use Enoch, so to speak. Ooh, yeah, y'all. Is y'all confused? So yeah, y'all, I was just small talking. I was just saying hey to everybody. Just you know, speaking a little bit about fear of the unknown. You know, just fear of the unknown. I don't have no fear, but fear of the unknown. And just speaking on that a little bit, not too much, because God said it just gonna freak people out, because they just got this fear of the unknown. And that's just what it is. But when you have a relationship with God, he reveals his secrets to you. Like, he started to reveal his mysteries and secrets and revelations to you. So that's just something that he do when you build your relationship. So that's what he do with me even now. You know, he'll come to me and he'll just tell me, you know how the Bible say, nobody knows the time or the hour. God, he'll come to me and be like, look, Shayna, I'm calling this person home. Like, God ain't got to come tell me nothing. But he come to me and he'll be like, Shayna, I'm calling this person. I'm calling that person. Like, he'll come and tell, even now, he'll still come to me and tell me. And I just receive what he tell me. Like, if he say he calling a person home, I just be like, okay. And maybe, you know, it just, at this point, when he tell me he's finna call them home, it's my place to, like, kind of pray over them, so to speak. This real quick before I go, but one day my mama, because she know I'm prophetic, y'all. And she be trying to get information sometimes. She be trying to get information out of her child, y'all. She be trying to talk to me. So she came to me and she was just real puzzled. And she was just like, Shayna, this man said I didn't have a pulse. That what my mama was concerned was. She was concerned because she like this man came to her and he was saying that she did not have a pulse. And she was like, Shayna, what do this mean? Like, what do this mean? Like, why did he come to me? Why did he tell me he did not have a pulse? Like, why is he telling me I don't have a pulse? And I was just looking. Like, I'm just like, huh? She was like, yeah, Shayna. He told me this, so what this mean, what that mean? And at this point, I'm just like, God give me revelations and stuff like that, but I don't really speak on everything, especially if it's going to have you spooked. Like, you're going to be walking around spooked. Why am I putting it? Like, I'm not telling you something to invoke fear in you. Even though if you're not, like, lined up with God, fear may come upon you. Like, that's typical that, okay, you might have a level of fear to some degree. But I'm not just walking around prophetic, just invoking fear in everybody. I'm just not, that's just not my place. That's just not what I'm going to do. So my mama, she was just talking to me, and she was just telling me that this man was telling her she did not have a pulse. And she kept saying, Shayna, what that means, Shayna? She's like, what that mean, Shayna? What that mean, Shayna? I was just looking, I was like, huh? He said, what now? Oh, that's what he said? Okay. And that was our conversation. Yeah. So, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all. I be tickling myself. But with me being prophetic, I do like to do the spoiler alert. Like, I do with my daughter all the time. Like, I seen her music video. Like, I seen her second music video, y'all. She ain't even did it yet. And I seen this second music video. And I'm like, look, you was finna do a music video. Because I already seen it. God already showed me a second music video, man. Which is a spoiler alert. I be doing it in a way, y'all, some of these spoiler alerts, it be tickling me. So I said, I'm going to try to do better, y'all, but I be tickled. When it comes to the spoiler alert, and me telling you something earlier ahead of time, it be tickling me on the inside. Like, it really do just tickle my spirit, the spoiler alerts. Because there's nothing new under the sun, y'all. It's not really no surprise. But I would tell my daughter that she had a video. I was telling my daughter that she got a music video that I saw her doing. And I told my daughter that, you know, she was going to be doing a music video. I'm like, God already showed me the second music video you probably doing. And she ain't even, like, put no thought or nothing into this video whatsoever. I just spoke what God had already told me. Because God going to tell me all the secrets, y'all. So I just told her, yeah, I see your music video. I did it as a spoiler alert, though. Which I'm tickling myself because I did it. And then it just going to aggravate my sister.
Hi, can I get your number? Thank you.
Can I have your phone?
Hold on.
It's my turn.
Hold on. So, y'all, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all day.